Welcome back, y'all, to the Drive Podcast. I am DJ Quest One.
And your girl Shay T.
What we're gonna cover today?
I don't know. What you want to cover?
We want to talk about food shortage, gas prices rising,
The economy.
Oh
my God.
food insecurity.
Holy, 7%. 7%. Cost of everything have gone up. To me, way more than that, right?
Seems like it. They said 3.46%, right? Every year, but I think it's 7 maybe.
This past year, that's what they've said.
Yeah.
So let's just take it back to yesterday. Yesterday, I went to the grocery store.
Right.
And I do a lot of Instacarting, so I had not been in a grocery store for a hot moment.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to the grocery store yesterday and I was in the fruit section, watermelon, I think that's what it was. So I looked down and I kind of jumped back like, what? It's like $17 or so. I was like, no, this is not real. I feel like I was having like an outer body experience in a moment.
A dream or something.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Like I was so taken aback by it, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So then I moved over, and then I found some that was like maybe $5, but still, again, cut up watermelon.
Yeah, it's expensive, and avocados are $2.50.
Watermelons usually sell between like $2.50 to $5, $6 maybe. And so you're talking about a cut up one for $7, $10, $15.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. And the fruit at the groceries, the cut up ones that you have like a variety, have like watermelon, pineapple. They're like $6. They used to be $3.99.
So they have 100% margin right now. 100% on top of. Okay.
T-bone steak, ribs.
Oh my God. So we bought some ribs, but ribs are usually a little higher though. Anyway, we bought
beef or pork.
Beef.
Okay.
If I buy them, they're beef. So bought some ribs yesterday. They're like $30, for a pack, short ribs or whatever. And when we got here and I told my son what to do, he cooked them and the flavor was great. But I was just thinking, where's the beef? I went way back, throw back the Wendy's old commercial. Where's the beef? I'm like, oh my goodness. So that $30, I'm sitting there like trying to get that last little piece. Like, I paid for this. Like, I just want a little meat.
Oh wow.
I just want a little.
Being like what? $4.99 a pound or something? $3.99 a pound?
What is that?
The ribs.
I don't know how much they were by the pound, but they were $27.84 was the pack.
And how many came in it?
Well, it was just the two. Do you know that?
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like, I guess two whole.
So that's probably a rib. It's probably like $3 or $4. Oh my goodness.
Well, no. Usually if you go to the restaurant, you're gonna pay for this portion right here. Depending on which restaurant you're at, you're gonna pay $12, $15 for this.
Right.
So, I guess it depends on how you look at it. It's a little high. So.
Yeah.
But milk, juice.
Yeah.
The other day I told my son, I said, well, stop by Family Dollar on the way home, grab some bread. So I gave him my card and he comes back. He's like, oh, well, yeah, I got the bread, but it was more than like the $2 you were saying. I said, well, how much was it, son? $2.10? $2.50?
It used to be
$2.60? He kept doing this I said, Jacoby, how much did you pay for bread? He's 21, y'all. He don't know any better. How much did you pay for bread, son? Oh, it was like right at $4. $4 for one loaf of bread. $4 freaking dollars in America. At the dollar store. $4. I said, oh no.
I read that being that the people that are on the verge of maybe another paycheck, being homeless, that they spend more money on food than for themselves. You know what I mean? Try to for leisure or whatever. And that's sad. Everything rising. I just can't imagine being in that situation, having to, what do I eat today or I'll eat tomorrow.
So let your girl help you out right now on that one. So number one, because I have, you don't know, but I have in my life many years ago, I certainly have had any assistance you could think of years ago, right? So I'm just going to tell you this. that when it comes to short cash or somebody not paying their child support, you just trying to make that dollar stretch.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna tell you the secret is things like beans and rice. I mean, sometimes you just gotta leave bread out of it unless you're about to have a sandwich or something. So bread and meat or whatever, bread and meat, and then like with fruit on the side and some chips, bam. You know,
And then putty meat.
What kind of meat?
That putty meat that they have.
Are you talking about potted meat?
Yeah, potted meat.
No, I'm not even gonna do that to nobody because you know what? I'm not gonna tell you to eat nothing I don't eat. Okay, I'm not gonna do that to you. But I will tell you that beans and rice go a long way. And what we used to do back in Louisiana, of course, is you might have red beans, rice, cornbread, fried chicken or steak or pork chops on the side, and then you had your pickle meat, you had your sausage and other stuff.
What is pickle meat?
It comes from a pig. But anyway, so the bottom line is pork. But I'm saying that, you know, we would use so many different meats, so many different veggies, so to layer to make that food.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you just have to find a couple of good seasonings, you know, and then you don't have to have meat in it and meat on the side. So just because it's how we used to do it, if you're going through a financial crisis, I would say that be careful about how you use your dollars. So maybe that this time you're gonna make them beans, you're gonna add a little bit of extra garlic, you know, and then add some sausage, maybe a spicy sausage, something that's gonna give more flavor versus trying to also do a meat on the side. That kind of thing.
Like canned green beans and stuff and corn.
Man, canned green beans. Yeah. Canned green beans with some cut up potatoes, some cut up potatoes. Throw a little meat up in there, some bacon or something. That's gonna add the extra flavor. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, of course, all the others, the seasonings and such. I mean, over some rice, that go a long way. You know, we don't have to. So basically, all I'm saying is that look at how you're laying out your meal. See what makes the most sense. And some foods will fill you up more than other ones. Right. You know, and I mean, I'm just gonna say, stay away from some of that fat, some of them junk foods, because some of those junk foods have high calories, high sugar, high salt content, and then so it's just making you healthier, you know, like a little more curvaceous, you know, than healthy as in when I go to the doctor, all my tests look good, healthy, okay? So I'm saying, be thoughtful about how you're laying out your menu for your family. Make sure to get the biggest bang out of your buck. Yeah. Couponing, yeah. Yeah, just
the sales that they have at the grocery store.
Yeah, look up the crazy coupon lady. Then I think there's a coupon dad now, but there's this crazy coupon lady, man, and she hooks you up on all the deals.
They have rewards. They have an app also that you scan and you can get rewards. You know what I mean?
What is that one called? Ibotta?
I think it's called Fetch. It's called Fetch. Yeah. That you can go on there and download it, and you can gives you discounts. Like if you buy like some type of cereal, it'll give you like, you know, it'll give you rewards. Okay. And you can use that, you know.
Okay, and some of the apps will give you money back. So if you buy whatever thing and you take a picture of your receipt, then it'll give you back 10 cents for this, 20 cents for that, 30 cents for that. I think that's called Ibotta. I'm not sure, but that's what's coming to the front of my mind. But you can go ahead and look it up in the Play Store, right?
Mm-hmm. You sure can. You sure can. But you know what never goes up? Soda. Why is it still the same?
Because they're already charging you 1,000,000 times what it costs to make it.
$1.99, you know, $1.50, 2 for $1.
Because they're already getting you real good. They're already getting you real good.
That's just so weird to me.
But shh, don't tell them because maybe they will try. We'll raise it or something. Don't say that.
I don't drink soda, so I'm not visiting.
But I'm saying for other people that feel like that needs to be a part of their lives, like don't tell the soda companies the secret.
Bacon's gone up too.
Bacon $5. Well, for the regular one that was like $3 and something a pack, it's definitely like right at $4.77, $5. So what does that say for the pack of bacon that's like 12 and $15? Lord, it be.
So what do you think's gonna happen with everything going with rising, the prices rising, and gas going up?
Well, let me say this. So the grocery store I bought yesterday would typically a year and a half ago would have been $100 basket. Mm-hmm. My basket yesterday was 234, 243, something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. So I was not, so I was.
You think it's going to be like 150 maybe, 120?
I was like, oh, I don't have a lot. But what I did notice was there were a lot of things that, like you said, the price was higher. And I had a lot of things in my basket that was like $10 for that, $10 for that. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
So I was thinking it was going to be less. But your question was, what do I think is going to happen?
Think it will go down ever, or is this going to keep rising?
Oh no, I think that all the numbers, everything will get back together. And here we go. I'm not political, y'all, but I will say, once people who have not been vaccinated get vaccinated, and I think that that's going to put us closer back to being able to get a stable economy.
Get back to normal.
Washing them hands.
Yeah.
So when I went somewhere yesterday and God, they ran out of soap. And wow. I certainly had that look on my face like, look, I know y'all got another bathroom up in here. And so luckily they were kind enough to take me to the other restroom where I could wash my hands with some soap. Listen, sanitizer is in between time when you don't have access to soap and water. Nothing beats old-fashioned soap and water.
Speaking of that, I went to a restaurant in San Antonio, and there was no soap in their bathroom.
Well, how is the staff? What? I would have walked out of that
I walked out because I'm sure the cooks are going back to using it, and I saw a cook use the restroom, and I'm just like, uh-oh.
And he going back in the kitchen washing his hands over all the stuff in the kitchen.
Oh man, no way. I mean, the restaurant business is a tough job, but
come and bring you that fork out with his residue on it. Here you go.
Out. I'm not eating here. There was no soap for me to wash my hands. I'm sorry. And I was pre-COVID, right before COVID hit. I was like, man, and God walked out because who knows?
So taking precautions. So what I think will happen is this. I think that if people go ahead and get vaccinated, if people go ahead and take the global precautions, that if people clean their spaces and the spaces that they share with others, that if we take care of our own general health, mental, physical, spiritual, psychological, financial, we take care of our health as a whole from a holistic standpoint, that we will get to be stabilized and in a better place as a country, as a nation, and then as individuals. I
hear what you're saying as far as like the anti-vaxxers, but if you're an anti-vax, it's your body, it's your pro-choice. If you want to, you don't want to. But if you, for some reason, don't want to, there's other ways. Wear your mask. There's other ways that you could prevent from spreading it.
So
domino effect can happen.
So you said you want to say something about the gas prices, right? The gas.
Yeah. The gas prices are crazy.
Well, so how much you paid for gas the last time?
Well, before COVID, I remember paying $1.25, $1.50.
Well, that's some old school prices anyway. That was nice to have it back for a little while.
Yeah, I liked it. And then I used to have the Shell rewards, and they used to give me 15 cents. So I remember paying $1.10.
How much is gas right now?
$2.60, $2.79, almost
$2.87. I thought I saw.
$2.87, almost $3.
And that's on average. Of course, the East Coast and West Coast is always way higher.
Way high.
Hawaii way higher.
Three and a half, probably 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh no, those sometimes $6 and $7. Yeah, there's
that's
crazy.
Yeah, so I hope that I hope the gas prices can go down again, because it's ridiculous, especially if you're commuting to work every day and you're far from your job. Remote people, you got it made, but people that have to go into the office or go to their warehouse, whatever jobs they have to do, restaurant business, bartender, or their salesperson, whatever they have to do to get out, it's tough.
Well, the gas is high, but regarding what you just said about remote workers, I was hearing something a while back. Some people were talking about maybe trying to pass some laws or try to create some kind of tax laws for people that work from home. I'm like, oh my God, you don't think you take enough freaking taxes, but work from home as well as, let's just say that I'm a remote worker, my company is in Texas, but I live in Georgia, you know, so trying to get taxes on both sides, or I'm just like, stop the greed. I mean, I know we're a capitalist country, but just stop already.
To the max. Capitalist to the max.
If I'm working from my home, I'm already paying. I just paid more than $3,000 in taxes in January. So that's not counting, of course, my house note or whatever. But then, of course, every time I shop, I'm paying taxes.
Taxes for
so,
everything.
I mean, you know, if you're living in an apartment complex, that complex, part of your rent is going towards taxes.
Their taxes.
I mean, so we're all paying taxes, and you know, just enough taxes already. Enough taxes, enough tolls,
Tax
enough.
free. I don't like the tollways. I think they said that Beltway A was supposed to be toll free, and it's still not toll free. It's
What, you know, that's how they all are presented. And we were talking.
It's supposed to be just to maintenance, but once it's done, that's it. They were supposed to.
That's how they all start out, and that's what they all say. But I was talking to my boo last night, and we were just talking about when I drove, because I think we were talking about when he drove from Chicago to I think New York or whatever, and then I was talking about when I drove from Chicago back to Houston. They were talking about when I drove from Virginia to New York and then back to DC.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, like it takes $1 million. You want to go visit New York? You gonna pay. You gonna pay to get in Jersey. Yeah. You gonna pay to get to New York.
I paid $60 when I went with Melody. We went and those tolls were expensive.
So honey, if you're driving a car,
$35.
don't play. You gonna pay. This is a time when that saying that you have to pay to play.
Yeah,
when that really is real.
Yeah, it's just having a car, having insurance is responsibility, and then you got to put gas in there. So tackle that on top.
And my son is just like, oh,
and
Mom,
maintenance.
he's got to change his brakes. He has something on with the AC. I'm like, oh my God, come on. Yeah. But I mean, and you never know it'll hit you all at once. So that's why buying my book, like 10 Ways to Save and Grow Money, is important, because you have to figure out how to save and grow money before all this stuff happens at one time. And you're like, man, I ain't got no money on the side. So, there has to be a game plan to
save. To save, yeah.
Because we never know about rainy days.
You can have 3 types of incomes that you can generate. You'll be good. Not just having one job. Some people just have one job. But, sometimes it's hard because if you have kids, you got to tend to them. But there's all kinds of ways.
Yeah, so I guess we'll probably hit that. Yeah, we'll hit that on another video. But we truly appreciate you guys, and so we try not to get too political here. We love each other as sister and brother, but I will say that he's strongly on one side, I'm strongly on another side, and hopefully that's what helps to make our chemistry so good for the camera. But we appreciate each and every watcher, listener, sharer, subscriber. Guys, you are what makes make this worth doing. You should see all the lighting around us. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to get some more lighting soon. So we'll introduce more information to you later.
The guest.
Okay, well, you know what, guys? Thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you subscribe, watch, share, and like.
Right? That's right. What is it? Watch, share.
Oh, he wants me to. I started this song.
Yeah.
What is it? I don't forgot already. Subscribe, watch, like, and share. 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 Okay?
All right, peace out, y'all. Thank you for watching and listening, and tune in to the next episode.